Are you ready to shift your life into high gear?
We are talking with the author of a new book who has an owner's manual for shifting yourself forward.
A Minnesota author is launching a guide to help you shift your life into high gear.
The book is called Where the Did I Park My Life? An owner's manual for shifting yourself forward. We're so happy to have the author Kaari Allen with us here on Mid Morning. Kaari, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Where did you park your life?
You know, I walked out of Target one day and I said, I don't know where I parked, but I also started reflecting back to, we've all been through challenges and setbacks, right? I grew up here training for the '84 Olympics in ski racing, and then by extension was a special educator for many, many years, and ended up with a non-ergonomic keyboard that manifested in a lot of injuries to my dominant hand. And I woke up one day realizing I might need to shift my life forward, right? Sure. And also couple my clinical background with my experiences.
So you really, I mean, your life did change when you had that injury. You had spent, what did you say, 27 years doing special education, and then all of a sudden something you can't do anymore. I mean, I imagine that was a little traumatic.
It was honestly life-changing. I really was frozen in my life. I didn't know how to use the gifts that I still had and the talents, because I was physically handicapped at the time, and still am impaired. But I also started realizing I got to keep moving forward. You know, we all have to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and some of the things that people have helped me with, I needed to share with other people because...
So in the book, you kind of set it up as a guide to help people get through this. Because I suppose with some of these points in life, well, they're all a little different, right? Some are truly traumatic where you maybe need to grieve a loss. And others are points in life, kind of those decision points where you need to make a choice.
They are. And what's interesting, and I feel really proud about the way that I design this for every reader, young, old, no matter where you're at in your life, male, female, if you're just needing to tap into your strengths and also circumvent some challenges, you can pick this up anywhere midway through, and hopefully it'll touch people and move them forward as well.
Because there could be, it's easy just to sit there and say, oh, well, this happened to me, and so I'm going to feel sorry for myself, or I'm not going to make a decision to change this. But what sort of practical steps do you have for people to say, okay, I'm ready to start and make that first shift?
That's a great question. The first thing I think is just telling yourself the truth. I think a lot of us are afraid that the whole world has everything figured out and we don't, and that's absolutely not true. We all have a story to tell. And I think you also stop and say, hey, I've got some gifts to give and the world needs what I have to share, and I might have to work through some things, before I get there. But it's basically a good time to stop and recalibrate, if you will.
Do you ever get to a point in life where you park, or is it constantly a process?
I don't think we ever park. I think we just keep moving. And I think when I was talking about the title of the book is, you don't ever just stop. Where did I park? But I need to keep moving forward.
And you're having a book launch coming up next week, is that right?
Yeah, August 22nd.
Thursday the 22nd, Centennial Lakes Hughes Pavilion, right there in Edina. All the information is at wcco.com/links.
Awesome. Kaari, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and good luck with the launch.
Thank you. I'm excited.